It's Tuesday, Christmas Eve of Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I guess is what it is. And welcome to the P1's Broadcasting signature presentation of Round 2, Week 2 of Season 1 of 2026 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, coming to you from just outside of Vice City at Homestead, Miami Speedway. We're getting ready to grid up and go racing here for 75 laps here very shortly. There are the conditions on the screen when your screen finally gets there out of the B-roll. But it is 78%, 78 degrees actually on the temperature, 114 on the track temp. Joining me as always in the booth, it is Justin Petschauer. Before we get to you, Justin, is also Luis Gonzalez-Nunez. And Luis, I'll start with you. The point situation is pretty much all the same as now. Seb Alexander, despite finishing on the podium last week, he is now your points leader going into week 2, our defending series champion, in a good spot to try to repeat, already 2 rounds in.
Actually, yesterday he raced the second race. It wasn't a big one. It was 26-45. He won yesterday, so at least he scored a little point to go far for the second guy on behind of him. So it's gonna be really interesting today because Matt Halliburton is in second, and in third is Caleb Brashear. So we're gonna see what happened today with this 47. 70,
at 47.70 on the strength of field.
Yep.
Moving on to Justin here at Homestead, a track we're all very familiar with. The Open or Fixed Series, or excuse me, the Oval or Fixed Series has been here a total of, I think this is their 52nd career race since 2011. It's a track we all love, and it's a track that has multiple lines and different ways you can attack each corner. Each corner looks identical, but they don't drive identical.
No, they do not, especially turns 3 and 4. 3 and 4, especially on the bottom groove there, it narrows so quick that it's almost like a diamond, the edge of a diamond, if you will, where you literally have to let a little bit of your car move up just a little bit to arc that corner in. But you also can run the middle groove and the high groove, but even then, it juts out just a little bit to where you do have to play with the throttle just a little bit. But also, spending Christmas in the sand instead of spending it in the snow, let alone rain, I'll absolutely take it.
And today's starting lineup, go right ahead, Justin.
Well, starting on the pole, yes, that is a familiar first name. It's Jesper Orman, but he's decided to change his last name to Jesper Dahlgren. Second place is going to be Trey Shadid. Third, the Deer and a Clement. Caleb Brashear will start fourth, rounding out the top 5. Matt Hollaba, a good friend of the show here. 6th, it'll be Brian Campbell. 7th, Matt Wagner. 8th, Matthew Ponto. 9th, Logan Edwards. And 10th, Mason Mitchum. Clendy will start 11th. Starting 12th, it'll be Joe Roberts. 13th, Matt Taylor. 14th, holding slow himself, Mark Murphy. 15th is Jeremy McGill. 16th, correction, the boss man, Antonio Estrada. 17th, it is Stephen Lee. 18th, Craig Forsyth. 19th, Indy Kirkenbauer. 20th is Seb Alexander. 21st, Lilac Zare, Art Reimer starting 22nd, and Daniel Terrazzo rounding out the 23 car field. What do you say, boys? Want to go have some fun on Christmas Eve in Florida?
Yeah. Sure.
Let's do it. Green flag.
Here we go. And it's a good start already. We see a couple of cars trying to make it 3-1. Somebody gets pitched down to the bottom there. I couldn't see who that was. I believe that was, I think it was Caleb Brashear that got pinched down to the bottom, but here he comes. He's got that run down the back straightaway.
Car way off into the inside, going down the back stretch.
Yeah, I saw that, but now here we go again with the 3 wide up on the high line. You can get away with that, but you also want to be careful because you do not want to hit the wall as they come off of turn 4. Already seeing a number of guys here starting to move around using those different grooves there. Like I said, before we took the green here, you can run the bottom groove, the middle groove, and the high groove. The high groove it's tricky, especially in 3 and 4. But in 1 and 2, you can get away with it. And already, I think I saw somebody brushing the wall just a bit back there around the mid-pack.
Lindy up 3 spots already. Brian Campbell up 3 spots. Seb Alexander up 3 spots. Terrazzo up 4.
Ooh, Matt Hollabaugh is pinching down. I believe that was, yeah, he was pinching down Caleb Brashear just a little bit going into turn 3. Hollabaugh to the high line there, still side by side with Caleb Brashear as they come off of turn 4. Past the start-finish line to complete lap number 3. Moving on to lap 4. Brashear had to back out of it. That way he didn't run into the back of Hollabaugh as they go through 1 and 2.
Down the backstretch, Clindy now up 4 spots, and he has joined that battle, and he's going to try to follow through his satellite technical teammate. It's a big run on the high side using that higher banking up there.
Yeah, a tremendous run now as he goes to the inside of Matt Hollabaugh as they go off into turn number 1. Gets a good run there. He will make the pass there. Matt Hollabaugh is saying, all right, we made it through that some way, somehow. No harm, no foul. But now here comes Caleb Brashear. Brashear with that run down the back straightaway as they head towards turn number 3. He's trying to find a way to get around Matt Hollabaugh. He's going to use that high line as they go through 3 and 4. Still side by side. Has to back out of it. That way he doesn't make contact with the wall as they come off of turn 4.
Orman with the lead. He has himself about a 0.3 of a second lead over Trey Shadid. And a battle for third brewing. Brian Campbell and Anna Klinick.
Yeah, I already seeing still some more. Already seeing a ton of good battles here as we go through the field. And I'm still seeing Matt Hollabaugh and Caleb Brashear. They're still having fun right now as they go off into turn number 1. But don't look now. Right behind Caleb Brashear, that is Matt Wagner. Wagner's running that middle groove there. He gets a good run coming off of turn.
Loose!
Saved it there. A ton of oversteer coming off of turn 2. He saved it somehow.
Yeah, he wants to settle in and not get that right rear really upset. And it is, of course, we're doing this at the daytime, so track temps are going to be a little bit more than normal. So he wants to cool that tire down. Let's see how he goes up to that middle lane with the mid banking there. Higher banking up top. Car coming off the inside wall. That is Joe Robert. 2 cars as well. That is Antonio Estrada. He makes contact, but Roberts managed to keep it off the wall.
Tremendous save there by him. Unfortunate situation, though, for Antonio Estrada. He's probably, the boss man's probably going, why did this have to happen to me again?
Let's watch that on a replay. I don't know, maybe he was reacting to the car in front of him when he saw it. Here we go. We'll see where he makes the move here. And, well, car comes right in front of him off the exit, and the back end kind of, it might have been totally, it was synchronized, but not related, I don't think.
They were synchronized, but not synchronized. But then again, they were synchronized. To use a Jackaroo quote from 1994.
Ponto now attacking Logan Edwards. This is a battle for the bottom portion of the top 10. We got Murphy and Seb Alexander, teammates, running side by side for 12th and 13th.
They were running side by side momentarily there, but now it looks like they still want to try and find enough clean air to try and get more downforce to the front of the car. And right now, I think he might be getting it right. He might get that right there. Seb Alexander to the bottom of the speedway underneath Mark Murphy. Murphy just is going to try and let him go by. But with that run that he's got, courtesy of the draft that he's got from Matthew Ponto up in front of him, Seb Alexander is just going, come on, guys. Just let me go. Let me go. Thank you.
Murphy breaking in a new PC. He's got himself a machine with a 5070 in it. So we'll see if that helps his performance any.
Even though he still describes himself as old and slow.
Old and slow.
I'm not good at qualifying. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and then you work your way up. I think he's just turned that into a running gag at this point.
Hey, between 96 and 2010, Cart and the IRL combined to run at Homestead 15 times on 3 different configurations. The mini Indy configuration with 4 distinct corners and short chutes connecting them. the flat paper clip, and now what we are currently on right now, the progressively banked paper clip. The IndyCar track records here, 2:18.539, set by Sam Hornish Jr. In fact, the fastest 300-mile race ever held in Indy Racing League history was held here at Homestead, where Dario Franchitti won that race with an average speed of 2:01.4. All-time winners here at the track, here in real-world IndyCar competition. Sam Hornish, Scott Dixon, and Dan Weldon, each with 3 wins, with Dan Weldon getting 3 in a row from 2005 to 2007. And it's a bit of a shame that these cars have not been back since 2010.
I think with the way the car is now, they would absolutely put on a pretty damn good race. Ooh, I heard mention of damage from Matt Hollabaugh? Or no damage?
Now watching Hollabaugh right now, right in front of him, side-by-side battle, Shadid and Caleb Brashear. Here comes Matt Taylor. New pickup from Team I5G. They lose a driver, but pick up 2 from the former Mad Work squad. Matt Taylor and Andrew Marquez are now over on Team I5G. That was announced on the Open broadcast yesterday. So I5G losing Jacob Oster, but reloading with 2 new drivers into the ranks. Logan Edwards underneath Matt Wagner going in the 1.
Yeah, that's a good battle there between those guys. Logan Edwards had a heck of a run as he was going down into the corner of turn 1 there. Now he slots right back up in front of Matt Wagner, tosses him dirty air, and Matt Wagner's going, why? What? You stole my air. But now here comes Seb Alexander. He's underneath Matt Wagner now as they go through turns 1 and 2 on the bottom of the speedway there. Good run off of there.
Ooh, we got more smoke on the backstretch. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, it's Joe Robert hit the wall, lose it again, and turn 2, hit the wall and gone.
Not a good night for Joe Robert, that's for sure.
Well, I think he's making his top split debut here, and he has himself a pretty high I rating. A little bit of clipping the apron sends him up the racetrack a little bit.
Ooh.
But it still doesn't look too bad, but I think it's a little, there's a twitch there right at the end, a little too much weight checker maybe. But still, a driver with enough of a I rating to make his first top split broadcast. And we'll probably be seeing more of him, and he'll be learning more about this car. But to the inside wall, down the backstretch, his day is done. Yeah,
what's the one thing we've always said? Apron bad.
Apron bad.
Track surface good.
Meanwhile, up front, go ahead. We'll go back to Hollabaugh, yeah.
Yeah, Hollabaugh has got one heck of a run on Trey Shadid. He tried to get a run to get by him down the back straightaway. It was not enough. Now he's going to use that momentum again as they go down the front stretch, as they came off at 3 and 4 there. He's looking, trying to find that sweet spot of clean air. He gets it to the high side there. And I think he hit the wall there just a little bit. But talk about running the Kyle Larson line, as we affectionately call it here. Using that air displacement against the wall to his advantage, so to say. But now he's going to get that momentum going down the front straightaway here, right behind Trey Shadid. He's going to go low. I figured he was going to toss more dirty air on the front wing of Matt Hollabaugh as they were going through turns 1 and 2 here.
Here comes a run. And remember, they do have the hybrid assist. And there he goes, taking a shot to the inside, going into 3 and 4. Matt Hollabaugh is going to pull this pass off or get real close to it, and he does clear him. So, again, these drivers learning a bit of a new car on a very familiar racetrack. This is a new car to a lot of these drivers still. About 3 weeks ago, iRacing released the hybrid assist in terms of the hybrid boost that these cars can use. And this is a first for the ovals, and they allowed to use kind of a push-the-pass situation.
Yeah, a lot of us, and I mean a lot of us, are literally figuring out where the best places are, whether it's on the road course, street circuit, short oval, 1.5 mile, super speedway like Michigan, Fontana, the likes. Try to figure out where you can best get usage, if that's the right verbiage to say. in terms of where the hybrid is effective at its most. And it seems like Matt Hollema has figured out, hey, this is where it's actually good. This is where it's not good.
Side by side, two longtime community members, Matt Wagner, Mark Murphy, two guys that have raced with and against each other a number of times. Just ahead of them, Matthew Ponto, another longtime community member, as they all race together in turn 3.
Still side by side between Matt Wagner and Mark Murphy. Murphy washes it up just a little bit. He got a little bit of understeer. I think he got some dirty air that was tossed on the front wing of his car. He lost a little bit of his downforce, and it caused that understeer situation for him just a little bit, not a lot. Because if it was a lot, that would have been a lot worse. We would have had a very, very scary situation. Murphy now regathers his thoughts and starts to try and get that run back on Matt Wagner as well as Matthew Ponto. Murphy comes down, gets a run off of the corner there. A little bit. I swear I saw him get a little bit of oversteer coming off of the corner there. Like
battle
the back
for
end just
second.
stepped out.
Sorry, battle for second.
Yeah.
Anna Klimek side by side, and they have caught Jesper Orman. It's a three-way battle for the lead right here at Homestead in turns 3 and 4.
Oh, good battle right here, side by side down the front stretch here between Brian Campbell and Anna Klimek. Anna Klimek backs out of it wisely and goes down to the bottom of the speedway here. Essentially, now she goes up to the middle groove, back to the bottom groove now as they come off of turn 2 here, trying to find that clean air. Still a hotly contested battle right here between the top 3. Normally, you would see just the first 2 run away, but with this hybrid that we've gotten now, it's changed the game, so to say.
Clindy starting to sneak into the picture. He is the defending winner from the last time we had our top split broadcast here back in week 10 of season 2 of 2025. He beat Tanner Richards, T-Rich, by 58 hundredths of a second. Tony Pizarro, not in today's lineup, finished 3rd in that race, but here's your defending winner, and he is moved up now 7 spots, and he's joined by Matt Taylor just behind him. Taylor up 8 spots. Seb Alexander up 12 spots at 8th.
3-wide battle for the lead here. Here comes Anna Klimek. She sneaks through the window for now, and she will take the lead away from Jesper Dahlgren, a.k.a. Jesper Orman. Or Jesper tries to get another run. Not going to be enough. But here comes Brian Campbell to the high side after they come off of turn 4.
And
Campbell
a nice move there. Very nice move.
Brian Campbell with that run, trying to get by Anna Klimek to take the lead back away from her. Jesper's just waiting in the wings right there in the back. But like you said, knock, knock, knock on that door. Here comes Kyle Clenworth, a.k.a. Clendy, as he runs up on the high side in 3 and 4.
And we are very quickly approaching the halfway point. This is a 75-lap race, 1.5-mile progressively banked paperclip shaped oval. We're doing 112 and a half iRacing miles, no fast repairs, 3 sets of tires, 1 in the car, 2 in the pits. We anticipate pit stops, at least 1 pit stop, somewhere right around lap 45 or so, 50-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit, and they must enter off of turn 3. Jesper Orman led the opening sessions of this race, and now he is back to 3rd.
Yeah, I think Jesper's burnt his tires up just a tad bit, because now he wants to try and hit that fuel mileage number. But he might have a little bit of help here coming from Kyle Clenworth. Clenworth now goes to the high side to try and stay out of that turbulent air as they go through 3 and 4 with Jesper on the bottom there coming off of turn 4. Matt Taylor also throwing his hat into the mix of this battle right here. Still a number of drivers that are essentially just running every single groove they can find. And that's the beauty of Homestead Miami Speedway. Yes, it's the NASCAR-ized version, but I'm going to be honest, guys, as much as I love the flat Homestead, this has actually proven to be better competition as years have gone on.
Lindy has reached Jesper.
One thing I am noticing is I think he's got his regeneration level at 10 or something, because now I can see he's using the hybrid system in spurts. when he's behind another car, especially Jesper right here. Going through the corners, he's holding down that manual regen, but here he goes to the inside of Jesper as they go into one. I think he's going to get it right here. I believe he will. Yes, Jesper backs out of it for now. And moving up into third place, that is Kyle Clunworth. And I think Jesper's just going to hang around the back.
Oh,
right
almost
him.
Contact between Trey Shedid and Mark Murphy. Two guys that have worked together as well, and they almost came to blows coming off of 2.
Oh, that would not have been pretty right there. I know a number of the drivers here are going, please, let's just get this race done and over with in a quick succession.
Logan Edwards, black flag. Coming to pit
he
road.
went to the pit. He went to the pit. He braked. The car went to the other way, so he went in reversal to the pit.
That's not going to do it, but he is still going to finish this race out, but he is well down in the order in 21st spot.
Oh my, that's close.
Let's watch
how
this again.
he got away. He got away with not getting a black flag there on pit entry for Matt Hollabaugh.
Oh. Anna Klimek out to a 1.4 second lead and now getting ready to break the draft envelope back to Campbell.
Campbell is just doing everything he can to try and get back up to Anna Klimek to probably at least try and
Just
say,
going to let Clindy go. Campbell coming to pit road.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the green flag pit stops officially start.
Oh, wow, same thing for Campbell. Now, remember, and we have not talked about it a lot because we have not seen a lot of green flag pit stops. My understanding, and this is talking with drivers that did a lot of green flag pit stops in the Hoosier 500 and some events leading up to the Hoosier 500 that I got a chance to use the hybrid engine. Slowing these cars down is a little differently now with the different weight in the back.
Yes, that is an absolutely true statement, especially when you're forced to essentially use the pit entry / warm-up lane at whichever track. Example like here, because of the, like you said, the extra added weight with the MGU unit in the back of the car, you literally have to almost relearn your braking points on when to slow down for pit entry and what have you. And it's a bit of a process, but it's a quick process to learn.
Greg Forsythe and the Prodigy, Indy Kirkenbauer side by side in turns 3 and 4. This is a battle for 11th. Kirkenbauer, winner of the Indy Next inaugural season on the oval side of things. Anna Klimek on the access road coming to pit road.
Oh, no. Oh, that's okay.
I'm like you. Is she about to nerf her race?
You're LG. Oh, no. That turns the lead over to Clindy. A lot of these drivers staying out long. If you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split. And if you respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts. Not an awful lot of them after today for the remainder of this year. We do have Indy Next Oval right after us from USA International Speedway. That should be one to go watch. Little super short track racing for open wheelers. And then we have 4 races next week, and that is it for the year.
I will say the year has gone by quick.
Yes, it has, for sure. Lindy staying out long.
I was just about to say, Clindy's, he's got some type of strategy, and I think he's using an overcut strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And normally overcut strategies, even in the stock car stuff here, in the NASCAR iRacing series, I've seen overcut strategies more times than not completely backfire. So he might, broadcaster jinx aside, he might prove me a liar on that one about the overcut strategy actually backfiring.
Let's take a look at the pit stint time. Pit stint time. Would you let me worry about my pronunciation? So there you see 48 laps, and here comes Clindy. So everybody down to 6th have not stopped. Actually, 8 have not stopped. Stephen Lee is the first car who has stopped. He's in 9th position.
Clindy on pit road.
The Pink Panther making its way down to get service.
Bashir also signaling he's coming in.
And then when the Pink
Brian
Panther
Campbell
car
is it's in front of the Anna Klemek. That I didn't realize until now.
Yes.
Anna Klemek is
Campbell
just behind
is ahead of Klemek. So on that overlapping pit stops, Campbell hit pit road faster and got off of pit road faster and is going to pick up what would be the race lead. Matt Taylor coming to pit road this time, I believe.
Holden Slow himself also coming into pit road.
And Clindy in the Pink Panther car is done. So dun. Anyways, Matt Taylor coming to pit road. Oh, Matt Taylor, big twitch. Again, a lot of these drivers catching them off on these green flag pit stops.
Aboard to Guillermo Miguel, lose the control, and he went to the grass and come back to the track again.
And he is actually going to somehow pick up the lead after losing control. And we've seen him do this before, where he went very, very, very long in a stint and managed to come to pit road and still come out and pick up some positions. So Miguel, in that Elio Castroneves livery, and he is really down on power now. You can tell. Here are your last lap times, and Miguel 192.2. Reimer at a 193.8. Campbell at a 203.3. So I think we got some cars out here that are thinking, well, here they go. They're just going to try to make this last stop as short of a fill as possible.
It's going to be interesting to see how that does play out. What was? Go ahead.
No, Reimer's the leader, and we suspect to see him come to pit road anytime.
There it is, right there.
Yep. And that will turn the lead over to this man, Brian Campbell, who finished 5th in the PRI Hoosier 500. Your second fastest rookie. Unfortunately, was the second highest finishing rookie. Just missed out on Rookie of the Year honors to his teammate Ty Quilla, who was in a position very late in that race to get the win. And Campbell looking to get a little bit of a consolation prize here with a win here at Homestead, but not so fast, my friend. We got Anna Klemek right behind him.
Klemek is just using the draft down the straightaways, but going for that clean air as they go through the turns here. Whoa! Campbell saw what she was doing and threw that dirty air on the front wing of Anna Klemek as they go down the back straightaway here. Is she going to counteract what Brian Campbell does? Yes, she does. She goes to the high side there and says, "Yeah, not this time. You're not throwing dirty air on my front wing going to the corners." Gets good momentum now going towards turn number 1. Anna Klemek also back to the bottom right there with Brian Campbell. Ooh, wow. She's actually catching him using that strap going through the corners. Here she comes. Hybrid power, I guarantee you, is in use. Here she goes to the low side of Brian Campbell as they go through 3 and 4 here. I think she's going to do it. Campbell has to back out of it before he hits the wall. New leader, once again, Anna Klemek, the deer, as they go up into turn 1. But here comes Brian Campbell on the high side as they go into 1 and 2 right now. Campbell had the momentum. It's not going to be enough.
Slightly fresher tires for Anna, and just behind them, lurking like a shark, is Jesper Orman there. And the Navy gold and silver Rogue Racing entry and his teammate Clindy right behind them as those two were going side by side for the lead. Third and fourth are starting to creep into the picture, literally right here on your screen.
.013 at the line between Anna Clemic and Brian Campbell, still side by side as they go down the back straightaway here. Traffic up in front of them, though. It should not be enough, but here comes Brian Campbell. Anna Clemic will let him go by, but Anna Clemic is going to get that run again as they come off of turn 4, down the front straightaway towards turn number 1. She's got the momentum, but I don't know if it's going to be enough as they go into 1.
Watch this battle. I would like to remind you, if you're watching right now, if you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, where right now Brian Campbell and Anna Clemic battle side by side for the lead. We're coming to you from Homestead. We've now completed 59 of 75 scheduled laps. You enjoying tonight's coverage and would like to monetarily support us, this is one of your last few streams for this year to donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. The link is in the description to go our GoFundMe page. You can also send us super chats as well. We do realize times are tough, and this is the Christmas season. Any contribution you can make to us will be greatly appreciated. Clindy around Jesper Orman for third.
It's getting close. It's getting fast, Clindy. To be honest, with the new tires, they have a 6 over Anna and 8 over Brian. So it's going to be a time to maybe 10 to go. It's going to be in that battle.
Do you remember when we were here last time, the battle that Clindy and Tanner Richards had? And Tanner Richards kind of pitted early. Clindy pitted late and had the better tires later than Tanner Richards and won that race. Could we be seeing a repeat of that right now here today?
With the timing they have, with 14 to go, passing for line now, I think he have a lot of time to make the pass, to prepare the pass, and even for 5 to go, he can go at least for 1 second ahead, but who knows? It's depending on how tired it is, how everything involved, all of this stuff, new stuff, getting now to 13 to go. So I don't know. I guess Clindy have a lot of potential to win the race today again.
I'm like you, Clindy. He's right there essentially now. He is right there with Brian Campbell. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to pull off a repeat.
$13 to go here at Homestead, Miami. Next week, we're at Indianapolis. Seems like I was just there. Well, I am just there all the time, but it seems like I was just there in terms of the sim as well.
And I think I'll be there Memorial Day weekend next year. That one, I'll fill you in on the stuff regarding that after the broadcast.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have another gathering like we did last year. Clindy and Antonio Estrada, and we had Nick Sudik there. My family had a good old gathering of folks that came into town for the 500. Right now, watching the battle for second. Clindy is there. How much of a battle is the teammate, Brian Campbell, going to put up for Clindy here before they just finally decide, okay, I'm the faster of the two? And yeah, right there. There it is. He just moves over.
Makes sense. Yeah, you got it. So I give you the position because I think it's better to do that than fight for nothing. I think Brian Campbell knows. They don't have a tire, so maybe potential to be out there.
But for now, that does allow Anna Clemic to pull away just a little bit. But as you see right there, Kyle Clenworth is just running that high line throughout all 4 corners of Homestead Miami Speedway here. He's using that clean air to his advantage, as well as, like you said, those those fresher tires, so to say. And it's working out to his benefit, as well as knowing when that hybrid system is going to be absolutely effective. Right now, it looks like it's on the straightaways as somebody just blew up on pit road.
8 to go. Clemic your leader. Clindy second. Campbell third. Jesper Orman in fourth. Matt Taylor in fifth. Hollenball in sixth. Hollenball actually has the number 1 for this race, so congrats to him for having the highest I rating in this top split. Seb Alexander, defending series champion, is in 7th. Caleb Brashear is in 8th. Durazo, the cat, in 9th. And Ponto back to 10th. Your biggest gainers right now on the racetrack. Durazo up 14. Seb Alexander up 13.
Daniel Durazo, I'm just going to say this. That's a heck of a damn good job there, man. 14 positions, the biggest gain I've seen in quite a while on any of the ovals that we've run so far.
Remember, these aren't full-length races, so yeah, 14 positions in a very short race is a pretty rapid pace. As now we watch out of the gearbox of Anna Klimek's Dallara, and there we see the Pink Panther lurking in the distance. Ken Clindy with 5 to go at the line, reel in Anna Klimek.
Oh, he got just 110. That's it, in one lap, only 110. So, if 5 to go, I think she's doing a pretty good job to stay on the middle low line, keeping Clindy on the longest line on the top, but the fastest. But it's gonna be close, actually. I retracted myself. It's gonna be close.
I think we might be in for a photo finish.
Remember last time we were here, 53 hundredths of a second from Clindy back to T-Rich when we had that last finish. And there you see, creeping in now, 7 tenths, 4 to go, less than 4 to go. As we come through 3 and 4, looking at 3 to go at the line. Big run by Clindy off the corner. He's going to cut it to 6 tenths. 5 tenths.
And I can guarantee you, Clindy is just, he's looking at Anna Klimek and he's playing the Jaws theme in his head. Dun, 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 dun. He's pretty much there. He's pretty much there now.
This is the long. It's really long when you be the leader and you want to finish the race. It's really like a 10 to go. It's only 2 to go.
Feels like forever.
Yeah.
Coming to the white flag as they come off a turn 3 and 4 here. Kyle Clenworth to the high side. Anna Klimek down to the bottom. Right, slides right back up in front of Kyle Clenworth. Clenworth has that run as they go off into turn number 1. Anna Klimek down to the bottom of the speedway to try and make sure that Kyle Clenworth does not get clean air, dirty air from it.
Here he comes. Got to take a look to the inside.
Okay.
Anna defending to the inside into 3 and 4. Here comes the high side. Clindy, here's that photo finish we promised coming off of the corner. 3 and 4. Clindy crosses over, coming to the line. And it is going to be Clindy by 6. Whoa, wait a minute. It's reset. Now it got through back and said again. It is going to be Clindy 8 thousandths of a second.
Man.
I called it, guys. I said we were in for a photo finish.
8,000 of a second. You said 5,500 last time, no?
53 hundredths of a second was the difference between Clindy and T-Rich last time. And that was a pass in turns 3 and 4 that kind of decided that.
Mm-hmm.
Last lap pass.
Too late, to be honest. Too late to close that inside line to Klimek. But you know what? Between what we've seen outside to do it inside is different stuff. But good job for Clendy, though. I'm pretty clear for Anna, to be honest.
And here are your results from Homestead, Miami. A very good race. I believe we went caution-free, so we went through this one real quick. Clindy, there's the margin of victory, 0.008 over Anna Klimek. Anna did a really good job and was just that close from getting another big top split win. Anna comes home second. Brian Campbell, I think maybe helped out his teammate a little bit by just letting him go. Comes home in third, 1.9 seconds behind. Another Rogue Racing car with Jesper Orman in fourth. Matt Taylor in the i5G car now is in fifth. Matt Hollenball in the Satellite Racing number 1 is 6th. Seb Alexander in the IAR number 5 is 7th. Caleb Brashear in 8th spot. Durazo in 9th spot. And old and slow, there he is again, cracking the top 10 at the very end. Mark Murphy in 10th position. LGN, who is your driver of the race?
Yeah, it's going to be Daniel Durazo for sure, 14th spot.
And that's Dan Durazo coming home in 9th. The Cat will be your LGN driver of the race for making up the most positions. And we move on to the next page. Lilac Zier, 11th. Tracy did 12th. Gimme Miguel, 13th. Wagner, 14th. Craig Forsyth, 15th. Mason Mitchum, Art Reimer, Kirkenbauer, Lee, and Ponto, your top 20. The last 4, 1 lap down. And Logan Edwards, Joe Roberts, and Antonio Estrada. Rough days for those last 2. That is your 23-car field. We'll get some replays queued up here and get into the interview room. Wow, what a race. Thanks for everyone being here, by the way. It is a holiday week. Good to have you here. All right, and get into the interview room here and see if I know we're going to have some happy Rogue Racing guys. There we do have some. Let's bring up Brian Campbell. Here he is. Brian Campbell joining us, finishing 3rd, started up front, led a good chunk of this race, but just didn't have the tires underneath him to fight for that battle in the win. And really, you kind of helped your teammate out a little bit, but just kind of pulling over and letting him do his own thing, not really holding him up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I knew kind of once Anna got by me, I kind of knew I was down on something. I was driving the car completely wrong in the first stint, and I ruined my tires. So Anna gets by me, and I kind of knew, and I knew she was going to get by me. She, I don't know what she did, but she had us all killed on tire saving. But from then on, I see Clendy tracking me down, and I'm like, I'm never going to fend off this spot from him. So there's no point in ruining both of our races and letting 4th into the fight. So I let him do his thing, and I honestly did not think he'd be able to get around her, but I have to watch this one back. I don't know how Clendy did it. That was a great drive by him.
Follow-up question, and this goes back to also being the new car. You obviously got a chance to play with the hybrid during the PRI Hoosier 500, and then last week when we were at Gateway, and the feedback from drivers is that the hybrid entirely different with the high downforce package that you had at Gateway than you had at Indianapolis. Now you're kind of back in the super speedway package that you had at Indianapolis here at Homestead. Did it feel more like Indianapolis here, or because of the shorter racetrack and the banking, the hybrid played a role here? How was the hybrid here?
So the big difference with this track versus Indy is this one you actually have to be conscious. You only get so much deploy a lap. And at Indy, if you do 2 deploy cycles, which is what I was doing there, you don't have to worry about hitting that limit. But these short tracks like Homestead and Gateway, you will hit that limit if you do a 2 deploy cycle. So that's something you have to be thinking of. You only get 1.5 straightaways of hybrid deploy versus Indy, you get 2. So it's a little bit more of a strategy, but my honest opinion, I just feel it's another button to press. Like once you get that cycle down, you're just kind of doing it over and over again. And it's more or less finding out what's ideal. Like me and Clendy last week at Gateway, we had 2 different philosophies with it, and his was better. So once you find out what's best, you kind of just stay on that cycle no matter what. But it's here at Homestead, you get 1.5 straightaway worth of deploy if you're regenning every corner. So just this weekend I decided to do the full one on the back stretch and halfway on the front stretch was my cycle. So just one more thing to think about in these cars now.
One more button to push. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to Rogue Racing. That was a great race by Clendy. I really don't know how he was able to do it. And then shout out to everyone watching. I know I have some family watching, my grandparents, so shout out to them. It's always great to have them tune in and watch me be losing the lead twice in a single race. So, and thanks to you guys for the broadcast as always.
No problem. Good to have you here. We'll see you in a week when we head back to Indianapolis one more time with at least a place that you're a little bit more familiar with the it's almost like it'll be like old fashioned, it's good old, I've been there before. I know what I'm doing when I go to Indy with the hybrid. So we'll see you in a week with a place you're a little bit more familiar with.
Yeah, I better be good. I put a lot of practice into these past couple weeks. I did decent in the Hoosier, so hopefully I can do good in the fixed Indy as well.
I'm Brian Campbell, finishing third here today at Homestead, Miami. Let's bring in now Anna Klimek and talk with Anna. And here is Anna. Anna, oh, so close today. Before we talk about that last battle, it looked pretty comfortable. Did you think you had it? And I know at one point when we saw you kind of take the cross the line with 4 to go and 3 to go, I think it was LGN said something like, with 2 laps and 3 laps, it seems like forever to get around this place, and it's only a mile and a half, and you're just like, come on, make these laps go by faster because I know I have a fast Clendy behind me. Did any of that cross your mind as you're trying to make these tires survive a couple more laps to get that checkered flag, and you see Clendy just ticking down 1 lap at a time, 1 turn at a time, coming closer and closer and closer in your mirror there?
Yeah, I was counting down the laps, like going 10 to go, 9 to go, 8 to go. It wasn't until 3 to go because he was like closing in like a 10th, but it was like when 3 to go when it crossed that 0.7 mark, and I'm like, oh crap, now it's gonna be really tough. But I think I just chewed up. I started pushing that right front a little too much towards the end, and yeah, you could see I was starting to wash up on the exits a bit more, and yeah, that's what kind of killed me at the end of the race. But there's things to improve on, but like honestly, I think considering yesterday I reached 5K, and then today had a really amazing race, I think it's just shown how far I've come in very little time, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, you just reached 5K. Congratulations on that. Almost getting the win today. How was the experience with the hybrid? I know some of the guys also that were in this race, Clendy specifically and Campbell specifically, that finished on the podium with you, kind of had a little bit of extra, had 500 miles worth of experience in the Hoosier 500 on over the weekend, or a couple, I guess it was it a couple weekends ago? Yeah, seems like just yesterday for me. I spent so much time in the booth talking about it. But how was your experience with the hybrid? What did you learn, and what more is there to learn that you think that you need to do?
I think from Taylor Mills' perspective, it's quite similar to how the LMP1 cars have been in iRacing, and since we've had Taylor on our team, we've kind of shared that experience, so we've kind of found it quite similar with the IndyCar as well. So what we're kind of doing is quite similar to what those who've raced the LMP1 have been, so it's all just being like trying to regen basically if you're behind someone, but you also need to make sure you find that clean air, and then once you've got that like run, you just push that hybrid and you just yeet past them. So so honestly, it's not too bad. I think the extra weight of the hybrid is probably the more interesting factor because it just helps rotate the car a little better. And yeah, well, in this race, the right sides were getting quite warm, so yeah, so definitely the hybrid weight and the hybrid do make a difference to over racing, and I think in a very positive way and a more dynamic way.
Let's talk about the hybrid and coming to pit road. A little exciting when you came to pit road on your own lone pit stop. The hybrid does change the dynamic of green flag pit stops, does it not?
Yeah, it is. It is way sketchier now. It is way sketchier. Like Homestead before was a bit sketchy, but it's now even extremely more sketchy. I mean, coming onto that pit road there, it was like, oh, it feels like you're going to slide off the track and cause a caution. So, so yeah, it's definitely made I think me just to move that brake bias a lot more forward. Even though I might lock up the fronts, I think it's a little safer than locking up the rears and then ending your race.
Right, and you don't want to end it on pit road. It's one of the more depressing places to do it. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone I want to say hi to for getting the P2 here today?
Yeah, going through the process, thank you to Taylor Mills and the Taylor Mills racing crew. Shout out to Lilac in that race as well. Who else? IndyCar friends, VTuber friends as well. Mum, Dad, brother Jacob, my boyfriend Trent. Shout out Shane Coker, who runs the Votive League, because running in that league has definitely made me improve, and those improvements have been shown today. So, yeah, bunch of people.
Getting all the important people mentioned. Congratulations, Anna. So close on the win. We know we will see more of those here possibly later this season, and definitely on some other leagues and some other circuits. But congratulations on the P2. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next week when we go back to Indy.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gary.
That is Anna Klemick. And let's bring up Clindy. And here is Clindy. Clindy making it a habit of last lap passes here at Homestead in turns 3 and 4 and just edging out his competition for a win. He did it a couple seasons ago against Tanner Richards, and now he does it again today against Anna Klemick. What is the secret? Because each time the car was different theoretically. Last time he did it, didn't have the hybrid. This time had the hybrid, and the car handles and behaves differently. Just luck, or you just kind of got the combination of this place?
I mean, the reason why my car is seafoam and pink is because of the way this track is colored. I love this place. I love that it has 4 usable lanes. I love that it rewards you for saving your tires. It has multiple strategies that work. The overcut and the undercut are both good. It's just a driver's racetrack and the best oval on the planet. I love racing here. I love competing here. I had a blast on the racetrack, so I think maybe the secret's having fun. Because I had a ton of it.
We'll talk about your fun. Using that hybrid, using the high line, seems to be the combination.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky that Anna never chose to try to aero block me. But if she had, I think my tires were good enough that I would have just been able to pull the car down to the white line with a late entry and power up off the corner. We were kind of debriefing before the interviews about what she could have done differently, and that was one of the options we talked about, and I think she just, 1, didn't feel comfortable on the top, or 2, didn't feel it's sporting to aero block. One way or the other, I'm just happy that we were able to put on such a great finish for everybody watching at home.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go for the holidays, or for at least Christmas.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'll say happy holidays to everyone, no matter where you're watching, no matter what you celebrate. It's the winter solstice, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you do during these dark times in the Northern Hemisphere. I hope you're finding warmth with your loved ones and those you hold closest, because I am. So shout out to everybody in my mom and dad's house. They've been hosting me. Shout out to my friends and family here in Central Illinois who have had me here while I've been on kind of staycation. And shout outs to my cousins who run Sugarman Farms out in Minonk, Illinois, just a stone's throw away. And of course, you and LGN and Justin who do these broadcasts. I'm really looking forward to watching this one back. I'm still on an adrenaline high, and obviously shout outs to the whole TMR crew, right? Like, I know Sophie Connell's been helping out with the channel a lot, and Anna put on a great race today, and everyone over there does a really great job. So look forward to sharing the track with them more this season, and especially in Votive on January 11th when we have the Votive Indy Derby, which is open qualifying, right? So it's limited to 43 spots, but we've got open queue for everyone who does not have a provisional. I think there are 18 spots up for grabs, but come race for those. It's free to enter, pays to win. It's the community's crown jewel. It's one of like the big three, we like to call it. It's like the P1 600, the Hoosier 500, and the Vote of Indy Derby. Those three are like the big ticket races, in my opinion. So I really want to win it really bad, and I'll be practicing for it probably as much as I practiced for the Hoosier. So we'll see how well I do in a couple Sundays here on P1 Broadcasting.
All right, Kyle, congratulations. We will see you in a week when we head back to Indianapolis. Again, gosh, if we didn't get enough laps done there, you got to do at least another 60 more here in the sim, or 50
I might
more
not
in the
even
sim.
show up. I'm sick of that place. So
I know it's, I always tell people after May, the last place everybody wants to go back to is Indianapolis. And here we go after a month of Indianapolis in December, and everyone's like, one more race in Indianapolis. Oh, man. And it's weird. It's like a spoil of riches being able to say that, because it is such a great place to run. But we know you'll be up for it. But another 50 laps to go at Indianapolis next week. But congratulations on the win, and we'll see you in a week.
yeah, thank you very much, Gary. I'll catch you later.
Happy holidays. There we go. Somehow he leaves the channel automatically. He's like so trained on how to do these broadcasts. He just leaves. I don't have to pull him. And as I click to pull him down, he disappears, and I end up grabbing LGN and pull him from the channel. So sorry about that, LGN. But LGN, you kind of saw it. Both you and Justin kind of saw that this was going to be Clindy coming from behind and making a race of it here at the end. And once again, Clindy did that, and it's going to kind of really help him in this championship now, as we are now well underway in the championship 2 weeks in.
Yeah, actually, who's first? You just
Yeah, go ahead, Lewis. You first.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was a pretty nice race, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be that kind of race. With the photo finish, it gets really good, to be honest. Nice race to before Christmas, actually. For the points, it's like we still have a lot to do, a lot of talking. I know it's around Seb Alexander, also is Campbell also is over there. So what happened after a couple of weeks when they see different names, or maybe what if same names around? So it's gonna be really a lot to talk. So like you said, next week is Indianapolis. For example, now I can tell you, Mac Taylor is the leader for the championship now. So it's really a mix of stuff. Matt Halliwell is second, and Anna Clemens third. So what happened in a couple of weeks, and in the week 5 when we can see the map clear, who's gonna be for the championship in the last 3 or 4 races on the season, and then the top week is coming to 9 or 10 when everything is more clear. So Indianapolis next week, so it's gonna be maybe a good feel, maybe not, who knows. Some people is really sick about that, but some people feel like it, and we're gonna be over there. So to everyone, Feliz Navidad para todos, and don't drink, please. Stay safe, and see you next Tuesday for Indianapolis.
Justin, name of the game here now. We've seen it kind of in 3 straight races, 2 top split races, and a heck of a close finish over in the Elite Racing League and their Warriors for Peace, now the P1 IndyCar Series over in the Elite Racing League, had a photo finish here as well. Homestead's turning into one of those photo finishes type of tracks here in the IndyCar, and makes the racing here very fun to watch, and very fun to be in the car. And now on top of that, throw in the new hybrid.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm of absolutely good, chaotic racing. What more can you ask for? As far as I had a feeling in my gut that this is going to turn into a photo finish, because while you were at times talking about Clemworth, I was watching his onboard, and I'm just seeing what he's doing, and it's just like he's going to do it. He's going to pull off the upset, final corner, last lap somehow. And sure enough, gut instinct proves right. But as far like you said, with the new hybrid, with this new hybrid that all of us are learning, it's like I said, it's a game changer. We're all gonna have to get used to it, but it's gonna up the strategy to heights we've probably never seen, especially when we go into 2026 for the iRacing IndyCar series. And I'm gonna be honest, as much as I would love to see Sebring, love to see us go back to Sebring, I wouldn't put it past me if we go north of Homestead Miami Speedway. Say race around a football stadium.
Yeah, I would say that I have to buy the track in order to broadcast that, but I would say that's maybe a good bet. We'll see when the IIS schedule comes out here. I would presume in the next couple of weeks at some point, but that would make a nice substitute for a track that we've been to a number of times in the IIS, which is Sebring has been the opener. Moving that out of the way and kind of putting something new there. Yeah.
But to close out from my side, happy holidays. To quote LGN, Feliz Navidad. Please do not drink and drive. No matter if you're suffering under the great thaw of 2025, from what I'm seeing that's going to be happening in the Midwest with temperatures in the 70s, let alone 80 degrees in some places, or up in the Northeast where there's going to be some snow from what I've seen. Just please, please don't drink. Please don't drink and drive. Stay safe. Enjoy time with friends and family, especially after some of the losses that we've suffered recently in the motorsport world. Example, Greg Biffle. That just even try to talk about that. Yeah. Other than that, Gary, what do you say? Let's close out the show and go enjoy Christmas Eve or Festivus.
Let's get on out of here. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Homestead is Clindy, winner by 0.08 of a second over Anna Klimek, coming home second. Brian Campbell comes home in third. Join us again next week for round 3, week 3 of the season 1 of 2026 of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series. Tuesday night top split as the teams and drivers head back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Oval for our first of 3 Triple Crown races this season. Coverage will begin around 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, again at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Remember, as always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but not easy. It requires time and money to produce. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. Only a couple more days left to do that. We realize times are tough, so any contribution would be greatly appreciated, especially during this Christmas season. And we thank you for watching and make us part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one either, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Let me come up below. Let us know you thought of tonight's race and enjoyed tonight's coverage. Support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including right now. It's the iRacing Indy Next Oval Series, currently getting ready to go underway at USA International Speedway. So you want to check that out. These open wheelers on a short track. So you'll find the stream live on our channel's main page here in just a little bit, or stand by. We'll redirect you if you have autoplay enabled at the completion of this stream. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. SimWrap Market is your go-to source for iRacing paint templates and broadcast resources, from clean base liveries to pro-level design assets. SimWrap Market is everything you need to build your brand on track. Visit simwrapmarket.com. Download, customize, race. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash SimCams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash SimCams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. All the links you need are in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree. You can check those out in the description as well. So for Justin Petschauer, Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gotzo saying to all, good night. Thanks for watching. And to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week in Indianapolis for the next race of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split right here on P1. Good night, happy holidays, and stay tuned for the Indy Next Series.